Hey, hey,
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, I hate this
Once
thing.
Carolyn
Like,
called me. Hold on one second.
okay,
Okay.
how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I just sent some stuff to Jade on some ones that I actually talked to the seller, or yeah, the seller themselves, and they're interested. So yeah, so I sent them to her, and I'm like, hey, here's the mortgage statements. Uh, let's see how quick we can get these.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. Are they in Oklahoma?
No, they're in one's in Jacksonville. And then I talked to an agent. He's in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Not Jacksonville, Jackson, Mississippi. The other one's in Gulfport, Mississippi. And it's on the coast. It's like within walking distance of it. And that's actually an agent, but he fully understands it. Um, I explained how it works,
Yeah.
and he was completely open minded, which is actually the very first one I've ever had be like that. And so he's completely on board. He was like, yeah, send it to me. This will be great. Do you need any more properties? And I'm like, yes, I do. Just go on and send them to me. And so he said, he was like, yeah, this would be perfect for, Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Um, what else? I come across another one in Gulfport yesterday evening. The owner is actually behind. She sent me the thing today. It's a duplex. I sent that stuff over to J2. It's a duplex. One side's completely redone. The other side is not redone yet, but it has tenants in it that's on a month to month.
Yeah.
But she said that she's already let them know she's selling it, and if we do end up buying it, of course we can choose if we want to keep them in. But she was saying that they had said that if they could resign, they want to stay. They just want to move to the updated side because it's a upstairs downstairs side. So, but they're in the whole. She's in the whole 10,000.
Okay. So
So
if she closed conventionally, she have to pay 10
yes, she's. So what happened was, they had
or
already
arrears.
started pre. Yeah, they already started pre foreclosure on her.
Oh, okay.
And she went and talked to him and said, hey, I have this on, the MLRS, trying to get it sold. Can you please just hold out and give me, I guess 30 days or whatever
Right.
to help so that they don't close on it. And so she said they agreed to it. So it stopped it for now.
Got it.
So yeah, so I sent that over to her this morning because she literally just sent it to me about an hour or so ago. So I got it over to Jade. So
Okay.
she said that she was going to start working on it, and she said that she's ready to close. Just send it to her so she can look at it, and because this is really her only option. She was
Right.
like, the only other things I've had people look at it, but nobody's willing to do it. So
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll underwrite it. We'll look at it and underwrite it.
yeah.
Um, See what we can do. Okay. And these are all in Mississippi?
Yep. Two's in Gulfport, one's in Jackson. Um, there was another one. I don't know. It's just like between yesterday and today, I just had three that was like, bam. And I'm like, oh, please,
Yes.
please, please, please.
That's awesome.
I
Okay.
feel like all this time well spent. Please, please, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
I mean that goes to say like um how Savannah, how long have you been calling with us or making offers with us? Has it been
with
4 months?
so I've it's been since August, but I finally got on the team in September.
Okay.
So remember I was calling with y'all for a little bit
Right.
and then y'all brought me actually on the team. So in September.
So around 4 months.
Yes.
4 months and you're kind of
But
getting the knack. Yeah.
yeah, I mean the good thing is that we had gotten contracts. It's just something always happened to
Yeah.
fall through where we couldn't go through with them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm finger crossed.
Yeah. I
So
think it's important to say that kind of stuff. Like, it doesn't happen in 1 month. Or you might
right.
get a contract, but it may have an HOA that doesn't allow rentals, or something, something just happens, right?
Yeah,
And
like my Shawnee deal. Oh,
yeah. And I mean that's a good like I'm glad we got it under contract, but just so you could, hey, I did that, you know what I mean? So we got to that
yeah.
point. Now we have to go to the next point where we get it sold. But um,
But it
it's
did teach
exciting.
me that whenever I am asking questions to the agent, the very one of the very first things I ask is, does it have rental restrictions if I see that it has a HOA?
Yeah,
I learned that right out the gate.
yeah. I started putting
So,
because of that deal. I started putting um, once we receive HOA documents,
mhm.
they have 5 days. This is on the contract from now on. They have five
Okay.
days to get the HOA rules and restrictions to us, and we have 3 days to review with a cancellation clause.
Once
So
we receive them.
yeah, once we receive them, we have additional 3 days of inspection to cancel and make up our mind whether we want to move forward or not. So uh,
Okay.
because sometimes we're like, yeah, we'll get him, and like there's a contract waiting to be signed. I'm like, I'll just sign it. That's what due diligence is for. We'll sign
Hmm.
it, get into due diligence, and do our due diligence on the HOA. But now I started putting it on the contract to show the agent like, hey, this one has an HOA, and if the rules don't fit with us, I'll have to drop it. So that
Right.
kind of put some gas on them getting those documents to us.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Um,
And I have been asking them to just to help, everybody else. Like if the agent is like, "Oh yeah, I think this is going to work," I go ahead and I ask them, "Hey, is there any possible way you can go ahead and get me the most recent mortgage statement?" Because some of them will say, "Oh no, I can't," they won't even give me that. And some of them be like, "Oh yeah, let me send it right over."
right.
So, and I just tell them that, well, in order for us to get the best deal where we're not having to change anything right out the gate is if you can send it to me, it'll just be the best thing. So
Yeah.
I've had, the last three or four of them do it for me. So
Cool. Okay. Well, that's amazing. I'm glad things are moving that way. So maybe we can get a contract today.
I know, I'm hoping.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna kick this thing off. So part of the homework from Monday was to get a battle buddy. Who here, and we only have a couple people on the Zoom, but who here did get their battle buddy? No battle buddies. Okay, cool. Um, Greg did. Greg did a thumbs up, I think. Cool. Well, it's not over. Go into the Discord and keep chatting up. Oh, Daniel, I'll catch you up real quick. Go into the Discord and hook up with somebody who's either, if you're a visionary, get together with an integrator. If you're an integrator, get together with a visionary. So let me go back over that. We got a couple people who didn't show up or came in late. Okay, so part of the homework for today was to go into the Discord. You have your crystallizer test, right? So you know roughly, you should know whether you're more integrator or you're more visionary, or just ask yourself the question like, am I going to be the person making all the calls to, close the deal? Or would I be the person who's more like underwriting, pulling the list, back end support, right? So if you're back end support, it's more integrator work. If you're more, forefront, I don't want to say, I don't want to say confusing things, but if you're more like face of the company, I want to be making the calls. I'm the relationship type person. That's more visionary action. Someone who kind of like, I don't know, not so direct, more coddling person. Anyways, you can call yourself more a visionary. And we're supposed to go into Discord and hook up with each other and create little teams. Our battle buddies, get your battle buddy. Okay. If you don't have that yet, that's fine. But that's kind of the secret sauce is people sit here and try to do this stuff by themselves. And this is what I'm an integrator. I'm like a 90 on an integrator level. Okay. And I'm just going to teach myself how to close deals. I can pull a list, I can organize data, I can blah, 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 build a system, and I'm just going to like make calls. And it was horrible. I did it, but it was horrible. And then I met Jade. Jade is great at being on the phone, talking to other people. Another person on our team, Alan. Alan's great getting on the phone, cutting it up, cutting jokes. I'm very dry. Like my jokes really don't land like where they're supposed to. They're like off in left field, and I think I'm funny, but everybody else is like, am I supposed to laugh? You know what I mean? So like I understand myself. And so I built a team around me that supports the things I'm not good at, right? So like Savannah jumped on, just started going, like talking. That's what we want her for, right? She's having a great day, she's getting some leads. Like we need people like that on our team to do outreach, right? And so the integrator is like, hey, the people who can do outreach, I can build your system, I can organize your stuff, I can, get the follow-ups organized for you and make it easy for that person who picks up the phone and just knows how to navigate conversations better, right?
And
So
it's funny, Myron, because I'm more integrator than I am visionary.
really, that's funny because you're
Yeah.
doing great.
Yeah.
When
I
I,
had to get over that fear.
yeah.
That's what my thing was. I'm not a phone person, but I made myself get over that fear because I knew that that's what it was going to take for me to get where I needed to go.
Hmm.
And so, but I let my natural person come out when I'm on the phone, and it makes agents feel at ease too. And it makes them want to trust you more.
So are you more like direct to the point? Like I'm just going to tell you what this is, or do you kind of cut around and develop rapport and all that stuff?
I kind of do both. It just kind of depends on, I kind of try to fill out the agent at first. If they're more like to the point, then I'm like, okay, hey, well, let me explain how this works, and I'll go into it that way. If not, then I kind of joke around with them,
Right.
and make more of a rapport so that they do feel more comfortable. And sometimes we'll talk personal type, off the wall top stuff for maybe 3 or 4 minutes before we even get onto the property. So,
Yeah. Dan, you had a question. Does it need to be market specific? No. Like your battle buddy? No. Um, another thing, if y'all could, when maybe this is a register thing, when you guys register for the Zoom, put your first name, sorry, put your full name where it says first name, and then put your phone number where it says last name. And that way, everybody here will have your phone number. See how Duran put his whole email? I bet he did that on his last name. So just saying next time, or you can go, if you just click the 3 little dots next to your name or on your picture, you can rename yourself. Anyway, and it's just like communication, opening up communication. Especially when you join Zooms. I'm sure you all, when you join like the Gator or the Sub2 Zooms or whatever you are, you have your phone number on there, right? But so a couple things. Okay, we need to get a battle buddy. And I want to go over, Daniel, like picking markets, because there are some ways to pick markets. Like let's see here. I know this is kind of like a dumb way to do this, but you can just literally go to where are people moving to in 2024, top trending US cities to relocate, right? So that's like where are people moving? So when you get leads, and let's say Charlotte, North Carolina, you start working, please don't everybody just start doing Charlotte, like that'd be nuts, okay? But looking at your leads on Zillow, let's see if I can do a Zillow. Can you all see my screen, or am I talking to myself?
No, we can see it.
So when you look at some of these houses, I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just like clicking on stuff. So this is the 2-2, it's a condo. It's been on market for 5 days. It has 1,700 views and 167 saves. Is that hot or not? Yes. Something's been on Zillow for 5 days and it has almost 2,000 views. That's a hot market. Okay, so when you're looking at leads, this is something, even like as a rental or as a like other kind of creative options, you need to look at this type of stuff, because this is like, how many eyeballs do I have to rent this house? How many eyeballs do I have or who are looking in this market to live here, right? This is like just I know I say it's dumb, but it's like just a very simple way to gauge the market you're looking at. Hold on 1 second. Oh, sorry. Carolyn just walked in the door, so I had to say hi to her. So anyways, when you're get with your battle buddy, and I'll do some more, I'll break down picking a market. Everybody just says start with your backyard, but if your backyard is no man's land, then that might be difficult. But plenty of hot markets. If you look in your Gator or Sub2 groups, then you can see where people are buying, right? Gregor, you want to send me an address?
Yeah, just a sample one.
Do you have one, or you want me to go look at?
I can give you the address.
Okay.
I was 3311 Cherrywood Road, Austin. I was looking at it for like couple months, and looking at it, researching it, and then it looks like it went under contract a few days ago.
Yeah.
So I I tend to procrastinate, and so the things I look at, by the time you get to it, it's already on contract and sold.
Yep.
And so this is kind of interesting. This one is zoned as a duplex versus, and it's not a single family.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking if it's zoned as duplex, you knock down the property and then you build something more in line with a kind of like a what type of exit. And I'm not sure if a duplex, meaning you can put multiple properties on it, or I mean multiple units. And I mean I don't think I would renovate something like that. It's 1949 and it's really old. Somebody looks like somebody tried to renovate it and they didn't do a very good job. So example of a bad flip, I guess.
Mm.
Here's an example of how would you look at this and underwrite it or evaluate it and then use that as a baseline. You know what I mean? To, what do you think?
Um, it looks like there is a back door. So this, I think it is a duplex.
It is.
Okay, okay, okay. So I just underwrite it just like single family. It's probably a 2-1 on each side, 800 square feet on each side,
Mhm.
right? And so I just work backwards. So like, what can I rent each side out for? And they want 5% interest. What do they want down? I just work backwards. So
But the
what can
thing
I
is,
rent out each side? What do they want down?
yeah.
And what is that payment going to be? And that's it.
But when you look at the area, I think there's about 3,000 new buildings going online, apartments. The developers came in, if you're in the surrounding area,
Hmm.
literally thousands of new, because I went down there, every block, the entire blocks are being built up with new,
Yeah,
does that make a difference?
it does. If it's getting whatever they call that, gentrified or whatever it's called. Um, yes, it does make a difference because um they are, especially if the price is roughly the same, then it's going to
Yeah,
make it incredibly hard. But
why buy that or rent that when you go brand new, no maintenance and apartment, right? Or
yeah,
condo?
but I can't buy a brand new unless the buyers, I mean, unless the builder's going to finance it to me.
Hmm.
But I can't, like, I would grab this and then swing around and do it for 10% interest to somebody else.
Like a wrap.
I would just do a wrap on that guy.
Hmm.
For me, that's what I would do. I'm not like, I don't know everything, but
So
this
you
need
wouldn't tear it down, you'd do some, this is full get, right?
actually, it looks like they opened up this wall, so it may
Hmm.
not be a duplex anymore.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. For
Well,
me,
I
just
looked at zoning rules. It looks like it's zoned as like that.
got it.
Okay.
So
I just
is it a 4 bedroom? One, two, three, four. I
very,
think.
very tiny.
Hard to tell what they're doing, but
Building size is 2,000 square feet. The lot size is 7,400.
yeah.
Built 1949. If you want to go from duplex to single family, you'd have to. Now, so why would somebody renovate or zone this as a duplex? What's the difference?
Um, zone, why would somebody zone as a duplex?
Yeah, it's currently zoned as a duplex, not a single family.
Just so they could have 2 units.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
mean? Instead of a single family?
Yeah, like a single family is just a single building, but a duplex means is you could have like it's like a duplex, not a townhome, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right. It's
okay,
just like two, it's just there's the one conjoining wall.
got
So
it.
yeah. Um, yeah, it's just whatever they wanted to do.
And then the
Probably a
tax
few
information
duplexes.
is 14 about 15,000 a year now. as of 2023.
Yeah.
So,
But no, you're right. Like if there's all kinds of buildings going up all around it, there is the possibility of just knocking that whole thing down. Like hey, I can't do 599. I can only do 39. I don't even know what the comps are, but you comp out what the new build will be and um get it for around 10 or 20%.
mhm.
There's some stuff going for like 1 million, but it's priced too high to do that.
Yeah, it'd have to be like 250.
Yeah, it had to be like super low. But anyway,
Thank you. I was just curious.
Austin's not a bad market, just it's very turbulent. So like,
Mhm.
the prices were this $700,000 house was probably $1 million. Now it's 700. It's just hard to like get pricing right there, but I would do multifamily in Austin like all day long.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then
Huh. Yeah, this was listed at 619.9 and now it's down to 599 on Zillow. So,
Marble Falls is a decent area too. That I think
mhm.
they're building out. And then obviously by this lake, figuring out how to get by the lake. Um,
Yeah, if you look at home
and then Hill Country.
multifamily, I
Just
see, I
anything
see.
over here in Hill Country you should grab.
Mm, okay, interesting.
Fredericksburg.
Uh, I'll look that up. Thanks. Just curious.
Kristen, yes. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm forgetting how to do an invite. Just give me a second here. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Battle Buddy, we'll talk about picking a market. Um, I want everybody to think about their goals, okay? Think about the goals that they want to achieve over the next 6 months. And so let's say by the middle of 2024, and then by the end of 2024, where do you want to be? And if you know that already, type in the chat. It might inspire others, but um, is it just getting your first deal, or is it that you want to own an RV park or whatever it is? Um, pick something. Pick one thing, a thing. I don't mean a single family home. I mean like pick a goal, right? So Savannah wants to do development. I think she needs to get a lot more specific. I want to do development in Arlington for townhomes. Like exactly what you want to do. 6 months, get my first deal. By the end of the year, I'd like to own a rental. That's good. Where? I want to get my first deal in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to have my own rental in San Antonio. And I want to cash flow $300. Drill it down as much as you can. It's like a where, when, how type of thing. And you don't have to do it now, but if you know those types of things, it's like I want to do development. Okay, where? Right. So you're gonna have to start learning land or partnering with people, raising money, all those awesome things. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're already 30 minutes in.
Is that better?
It's a lot better. Develop multifamily and commercial.
Hmm. And we
Amazing.
want to take like even if we find an existing, because we've already been researching this too. So even if we find an existing place, we want to see if we can even rezone it to build multiples.
Yeah. Like a house sitting on the side of a highway type of thing.
Yeah, to see if it's worth, and if we can rezone it, then we can, bring the price down and knock that down, possibly rezone it and build something completely new.
Yeah, cool. And that's just in Texas, just anywhere in Texas. You'll do.
That's Yeah, that's what we have right now. I mean, we eventually will probably go to Oklahoma, and we want to eventually build out. Now, we'll probably start here in the Metroplex somewhere, but that's what our ultimate is.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take some time. So let me go before I do that. I'm gonna go over the JV agreement. But does anybody have any questions so far about action steps or anything like that we have so far? Cool. No hands are raised. Okay, I want to go over a little JV
Okay,
agreement.
Byron.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. I hate to stop you. I was hitting up Drake over there on the in the chats to see about the whole battle buddy thing. So just to reiterate, so I got it straight in my head. The action items for us would be find a battle buddy, find a hot market. We should be able to do that from Google, looking at how fast the place is growing. And then, yeah, that's as much as I got.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
What's cool is let's talk like next Friday, you're gonna go, damn, this was easier than I thought. So this stuff is it's not rocket science. Yes. I mean, it's really just like getting somebody on your team with you that complements you, right? Picking a market and just going deep in that market. That's it. And I will show you, we will show you how to reach out. We do direct to agent, if y'all didn't know that. How to reach out to the agent, how to talk to them, we'll give you the script, how to get into that market, the script, what to say. We can close it and we can sell it. We can dispo it. That's pretty much all there is. I'll tell you all the markets that we're working. And if you want to, dip your toe in some of those markets that we're already working, that's okay, but it's not necessary. So but we do want to stay in landlord friendly states, or like a hot Airbnb, like Joshua Tree, California is not somewhere where I want to have 30 rentals, okay? But I would have an Airbnb there. So Joshua Tree, California is like in the middle of the desert, small town. Everybody goes there for whatever weirdo Airbnb stuff.
Okay. And then for the battle buddy, just because I don't know if anyone else asked, I like, okay, I can pull the comps. I really dig underwriting, and but the other weird part about it is, man, I want to get on the phone. I mean, I find that challenge to be really, I want to do that, but then I also want to underwrite stuff because that's kind of cool too. That's where it gets really good. So yeah, I'm stuck.
You're not stuck.
I don't know if anybody else is like that.
I'm exactly like that. I'm exactly like that. I'm exactly like that because it's like I want to do the hard thing because I want to grow.
Yeah.
Because I want to challenge myself and I want to grow, right? I want to do the thing that's hard so it's not hard anymore, right? But I'll build out my team. So I'm like, I cannot, for me, the volume that I want to do, I cannot make all those calls, right? I cannot make all the calls and underwrite and put it under contract and sell it. I can't do all those things. If I want to do 10 deals a month, I can't do that. I have to get out of my own way. I said the same exact thing a year ago, Duran. I said the same exact thing. I want the challenge of being able to go on the phone and knowing what to say and blah, 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 blah. So I did it. I made my own calls. I went live. The first calls I ever made, I went live on YouTube and just did it. Everybody heard me stutter and say, I said, as much as I could in my whole life. And I just got through it. Right. And I was better for it. Right. But now it's been a year that we're now like, we'll have 75 doors. We'll have a team doing $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month. And if I want, the thing I said is like the key will fit that person fits that lock and it unlocks wealth, right? And so if I keep trying to do the hard thing, it will continue to be hard, right? And so I like challenges, don't get me wrong, but the challenge is now like, how many can we do? How can I get Jade to do 10 deals a month for herself? How can I get Duran to build a team and get out of his own way and do 5 deals in January? Right. So my mind just like took a shift and like, I don't want to do the hard stuff. I want to build teams to help others. Why not do that? I love it. I literally love doing that. Right. So Duran says, man, that's where it's at. I love to underwrite. There's someone in here that goes, hey, I don't literally, I do not want to look at spreadsheets. Do not put anything about numbers in front of me. Just put me on the phone. Just put me on the phone. That stuff stresses me out. Boom, magnet. Hook up with those. Did someone sneeze? What was that? Anyway.
Hurt my ear.
So I'm not trying to argue with you, Duran. I'm just saying I said the same exact things. Those same words came out of my mouth. And so if I could give any kind of insight, it would be, if you like to underwrite, we know that you're like I already forgot how to call it, but like you understand efficiencies, like more systems. You're more a systems guy.
Yep.
Celebrate other people who are not and team up with them and get them on the phones so the system runs. Right? You just got to build a system. That's all you got to do. It will actually be shit. I'm making a lot of money doing the thing that I'm good at. And it's the challenge. It's so funny because it's not challenging. And then the other person who's just talking on the phone is like, dude, I'm doing so good. And it's not challenging. I'm just talking on the phone. Where the other people are like, no, I want to learn the systems. I want to learn making calls because that's the challenge. I want to overcome it because I don't want to have any weaknesses, no chinks in my armor, but celebrate the strengths of other people. What happens?
Got it.
I'm sorry to go on a rant, dude, but it hit me because I said the same stuff. And it's like people get to a point like this new, some of y'all have been waiting for 2 years for your first deal. And I celebrate that stuff because that's some like, you're getting after it and you keep going, right? And teaming up with other people, and connecting with people who are doing deals, that's what we got to do. That's hard. That's how we're going to get your first deal. Okay. What else? Okay, cool. All right. So we made up a JV agreement and I'll send it out to everybody. Everybody in the Discord is going to get this JV agreement. If you're not in the Discord, it's kind of like you're not joining, right? So I'm going to make that the caveat is you got to join, and I'll show it to you all. Did I close it? Here it is. Can I get this bigger? How's that look? Is it okay? Can y'all read it? Is it blurry? Is it too big?
Looks good.
That looks good.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Okay.
Really?
So first we're going to start with an NDA. And basically, I mean, you're going to read through this, but basically it's saying the things that the information that you learn, you understand that it's for our business. There's going to be confidential things. There's going to be systems that we talk about. There's going to be phone calls that we talked about. We don't go around each other. We don't try to steal deals. We don't take this information and try to sell it. Nothing like that. Collaborate with other people. We love JV agreements. I'm going to say I'm a lot. That's just how I am. Okay. I don't want to sit here and read this whole thing, like how boring, but it's basically, you're not going to disclose to other companies. You're not going to go around people. When I say go around people, you're not going to learn about a lead like the one that Greg was working on in Austin and go blow that agent up. Okay, these things, we have like a unspoken code within these Zooms and Discord. Okay, so let people work their leads, but understand if you go blasting out addresses, people are going to try to work that stuff. Okay, so just be careful what you do, but we're all going to be under an NDA where it's kind of one for all. We want to see each other win. Okay. Let's see. I think that's just like boilerplate stuff. Anyway, read through it. If you have any questions, let me know. If something looks weird, let me know. The JV agreement's on the bottom. So we're doing an all-inclusive JV agreement. So I want to say this, like, nobody here is bound to stay here. If you bring something to us and we work with you on it, it's a 5% of the assignment fee of when we close. We're doing 5%. So you guys can work that on your head. If it's $10,000, it will be, is that $500? Okay. And the only thing, so not compensated for their investment. So here's the compensation prior to allocation. The only thing I want back is if I do a wiring fee for EMD or I buy a lockbox for that house. I just want that money back, and then everything else would be split. Roles and responsibilities. Attend the meetings, be active on the Discord, identify your 1 and 6 month goal, 1 year and 6 month goal. And then we're going to reverse engineer the goal down to 18-minute daily actionable items with a leader and schedule those action items with your battle buddy. That's all. It's literally all we have to do is identify your goal and then drill it down to 18 minutes a day. And you got to get a battle buddy. That's all it's going to take. So there will be some more resources coming your way on this stuff, but that's it. I mean, I think everybody's seen this JV agreement, right? I think it's in all the communities, Sub2, Gator, and TC. So let's see, I have a question. Oh, okay. Any questions so far? Yes, sir. Okay, all good. All right. Let's see here. So, what I was thinking about some markets. Okay, so next I want people to think about their goal. This is for Friday. a 6-month goal, a 1-year goal, super detailed. Get as detailed as you can. And it's okay if your battle buddy has a different goal. You can do more than one thing. Okay. But just get drilled down. So like Savannah has a goal to get into development. She has a lot to do. She has a lot to do to get in development. And I would say that's development and multifamily are highly relational. No, that's right. Multifamily and development are high relation areas, right? So get into multifamily. Multifamily teams are, it could be 5, 6, 7 people on your team just to run it. And then raising money, you have to have relationships to raise money too. So if you need to raise 500,000, $1 million, that's all like who you know. Okay. Multifamily development, you got to know people in at the county and permits. You got to, all that stuff, right? If we're just wholesaling, oh man, you could just start. You can just start it. Pick your market, start emailing or calling agents and talking to them. Now, when you start doing volume, that's when those relationships come back to you, right? So, I feel like I'm just rambling, but picking a goal for 6 months and 1 year, and then let's talk about markets. Who here knows what market they're going to work? Cool. Daniel, what market are you working?
I'm gonna work Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay, cool. How are you gonna? What's your acquisition model? What are you gonna do?
No idea. I mean, I was just gonna get a list of properties that are on the market, and then just call them. I went to one of your power hours, and I kind of saw what you guys basically do. Is you get the list and you just call the agents, and then see if they're interested in the offer. So
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Are you gonna do cash or creative?
Both.
Both. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna ask one more.
Because what I noticed with like, I've never really done. I'm more direct to seller, not to agent. And the reason for that is just because I kind of get really annoyed and frustrated every time I've talked to an agent when they like answer you like just very arrogant, because they're so tired of everybody calling them. And so what I've noticed at the last power hour, the first couple of calls, it was like me being nice and talking to them. And then I got fed up real quick with that. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm the customer, right? So I called them and I just talked to them like just straight to the point, not sugarcoating anything, not trying to be. And I was like, hey, look, I'm interested in this property, this and that. And I would hit them with the cash and a seller finance offer or creative offer.
Yeah.
So I would tell them, well, I'll give you a cash offer, but should I also throw a creative offer in there? And then they'll tell you, well, I don't think they're going to be interested in that. And then what made them like switch was when I would tell them like, well, in either situation, you're going to get your commission. So, I mean, at least just look at it, show it to them, and if it's not for them, cool, it's whatever.
Yep.
Move on with it. But it's better to have more options than none, right? And then they were like, yeah, I guess, okay, go ahead and send it to me. But it was that little thing that kind of helped out where they said they knew that they were going to get paid.
Yeah, that's great. That's great insight for everybody here. That agents typically.
I just want to get used to that, like talking to them and figuring out what happens after.
Right. Yeah. So grab yourself some leads here in Dallas, and then we can help you take it the rest of the way. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Who's your you got a battle buddy in mind? No.
I missed the Monday one, so no, like this is the first time I've met everybody. But I'll put my information there in the Discord and communicate with other people.
Okay, yeah. So anybody else hasn't done that, are you more visionary? Are you more integrator? What's your strength? You don't have to put where you're at, but put where you're at, what you want to do, and get synced up as quick as possible. I'm going to start dropping some videos that I made on pulling lists. So the more integrator person can get familiar with what we do, and we can just go from there. Cool.
On that pulling list, are you talking about with PropStream, or because I saw under the resources there was I mean that's the tool you're talking about?
Yeah. PropStream. You can use Batch too. You can use Batch or PropStream, whichever one you have, but you will have to be able to pull lists. You know, honestly, I go back on that. You don't have to, but for me, if you want to actually get after it and take what you're doing seriously, you got to sign up. You don't have to sign up with PropStream. You can, if you have Batch or PropStream, use either one. But the way that I pull lists will go between either one. So this isn't like, hey, you sign up for Privy and use my link to do the next thing. It's not like that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you have PropStream already? Or
No,
Batch?
I was trying to figure out which one I was going to use because I had a couple of different ones from a couple of different mentorships that I had been through, but those ran out and
Yeah.
I didn't renew them. So I was like, I got to figure something out.
Got it. Okay. Let me see here. Kristen Parks. Tell me how's it going with you? How about that?
There we go. Thank you. I couldn't find it. It's going.
Okay,
Can you
cool.
hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going. So tell us where you at. So
Just trying to stay positive. Go ahead, say it again.
where are you at? Where are you at right now on your like real estate journey? What are you trying to do?
Trying to get my first deal. I joined Gator probably over a year ago. Kind of got into it and then got discouraged. So I'm kind of just here trying to be consistent. I've always wanted to be part of a tight-knit group where we kind of all just be real with each other, like our downfalls and just kind of more motivation. Recently, I've tried to do more networking. I do have like an issue with trust, and I always think like the worst. So I'm trying to kind of change my mentality around, be consistent, and kind of push myself into areas where I'm uncomfortable. So recently, I think the past 2.5, almost 3 months, I've been reaching out to agents with another team. It kind of wasn't really a tight knit team. I still, talk to them, but it's kind of like everyone's doing their own thing. But on the plus side, it actually gave me or encouraged me more to kind of go out and be uncomfortable calling agents. So I'm just getting comfortable there. It is hard. Like I forgot who in the group said that they're reaching out. Was it Drake that was reaching out? So I mean, it's kind of hard reaching out to them, but I kind of have some leads that I'm gonna follow up with. But as of right now, I'm just happy to be part of this group and hopefully find a battle buddy to kind of get the next step goal for 6 months and hopefully go into this year with a bang. So
Okay, cool. So you're in Gator and you're trying to get your first deal as far as wholesaling.
yeah, I mean, I'm not with the creative finance, like me, like going full force with that. I'm very ignorant to that. Like that just overwhelms me. So that's why I think I joined Gator just so I can lend my money and not have to deal with any of it. But my end goal is actually understanding it all, like being part of it from beginning to end, and then hopefully getting my own properties. I never thought to get properties with creative finance, but it just seems more desirable. So I'm trying to work towards it to where I'm getting more comfortable and knowledgeable so that when I am ready to do a deal and acquire some rentals that it's just more comfortable for me.
Okay. You just gave me an idea. I have a script for agent outreach on creative finance. Give me 1 second and I'm going to dig that up.
Okay, appreciate it. Because I feel when I call agents, you'll know right away if they're like investor friendly. And that's one of the first things I ask them if they come across investor properties or if they work with investors. And if they do, then I kind of throw out there the have they done creative finance deals, and but I'm not the greatest with wording when kind of reaching out and getting any further than, yeah, I work with investors. Maybe just a follow up. I need to be more consistent with the follow up with these agents.
Okay. Sorry, I got it right here. And then viewer, got it. Okay, I'm going to put it right here in the chat, and then I will put it in our Discord.
Okay, thank you.
Resources. So this is for subject to outreach, sorry, subject to outreach. It can be modified to seller finance or whatever you want, right? Our team really doesn't do many cash deals. I think Jade and I did one. We got one closed, but that was it. And I like creative more. I like creative a lot more. I know who's buying creative. I think I can find creative buyers a lot easier. So if you're wanting to learn cash, I'm probably not the person you should be talking to. But seller finance or hybrids or subject to, that's really what we want to focus on. Jade, am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I think you've gone over everything. So a recap. So they need to be connecting with their partner, picking a market, or their battle buddy picking a market, and then go ahead and pull a list for that market.
Yeah. I'll put some stuff in the Discord about how to pull a market, and I think we'll go over it on the next Zoom.
Yeah.
So I want to have goals.
Pick the market today and do the goals, and then we'll take the next step on Friday.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I want everybody to know what their goal is before they just start going off.
Got it. And there are at least 2 goals, 6 month and 12 month.
Yep.
Cool. No, I think you hit it all.
So yeah, goals, battle buddy, goals, 6 month, 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will talk about markets and daily breakdowns. So on Zoom, huh?
Daily breakdowns as in what they should be doing each day?
Yeah, so it's basically get your goal. Let's say your 6 month goal is to get your first rental, or 1 year, get your first rental.
Mm-hmm.
What is a daily action. What should I do every single day? One step, one step, one step.
Yeah. Love it.
But it's going to be different. You know, someone who wants to do development in Dallas is not going to have the same goal as someone who wants to have a rental.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different, and that's okay.
Hey, Myron, and do we also need to sign that JV agreement and send it to you? Or is that after we like start getting something in the pipeline, or how does that work?
No, I'm going to go ahead and send it to everybody. So basically, if you signed up in Discord, I should have your email in there. If I struggle with that, I'll let you know. But I'm going to take the time, because this is what I do for everybody on my team, is I fill out the JV and I send it. I fill out the JV and I send it. So I think we have 30 people or 20 people in here. Actually, I don't know how to look, but however many people are in Discord, I'm going to sit there and fill them all out. Okay. Because that's what I do. And I want y'all to experience that coming in and seeing how that, just having a JV sent to you. That's it. Hopefully I
Sounds
can
good.
do a lot more. Okay. Any other questions?
So what happens if we don't have a battle buddy by next meeting? I mean, like, like what do you? I mean, what happens? Like, let's say me and Drake are like, "Nah, I don't like you. You know, I don't like you either." And then we're like, "Got the JV agreement ripped up in your face, buddy." Then then what happens?
Myron, do you know how many people are in Discord? Is it 30?
Let me check. I can figure that out somehow. Hold on.
I would say that networking in Discord is probably going to be your best option. Throw a message in there. Hey, I'm still looking for my battle buddy who doesn't have theirs, and just start connecting with those people that reply to you and see who's a good fit. And I mean, it's not a bad thing to go ahead and start being a battle buddy with someone. And as you get down the road, maybe you're not a good fit and you switch with someone else or something like that. You know, you learn people as you go. So maybe give it a shot for a little bit.
The battle buddy thing is just kind of to keep each other accountable, right? Just to make sure that somebody's like helping you, pushing each other on like, hey, you're gonna be doing calls, or you're gonna be doing this. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like two people either, right? Like as long as everyone's kind of helping each other out in some way, you're is that what I'm is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is like Kristen is a gator, but she wants to make calls, right? So like, no, stay as a gator. You know what I mean? Like just lend money, that's all you can do. No, that's not fair. So, but in my opinion, getting two people together, I mean, you could do three, but two people can make a lot of money together. One person typically just falls flat on their face. Typically, we grab a battle buddy and start feeding energy off of each other. Like, hey, I got one. Underwrite this thing. I'll get back on the phones. Right. So it's cyclical, or whatever you say. So yeah, I'm not saying you all need to form companies. I'm just saying get a battle buddy to try to get your first deal.
Yeah, I mean, the vision is to have someone that has your weakness, right? If you are the person that I don't want to look at a spreadsheet, then the goal is to partner with someone that all they want to do is look at a spreadsheet, so you guys can focus on what you're good at and have the other person compensate for what you're not good at.
And just like Pace says, you can't do everything on your own. You have to have a partner in something that you do. Everything you touch, you will have a partner in. So it's always best to have one.
Yeah, I think everybody's on the introduction page pretty much. That's kind of that's the main chat. Everybody's introducing themselves to get their battle buddy.
Maybe I'm not seeing it. I just re-downloaded it, and I'm part of the group now. But with the elephant challenge, it was so confusing to me. All I see is like the joint venture, need a gator, need a TC, need a closer. Um,
There is a channel that you have to agree to the rules and you have to click the green checkbox.
yeah, I agree to the rules, but I don't know, is it under rules and
Rules and verify.
verify?
Yep.
Let me go back there. So is that the one? So I checked it there.
Oh, there you go.
Like I'm on the,
Now you checked it. Oh no, so other
okay,
people are checking it.
I see it now.
Once you check it,
And
it
then,
brings up all the other.
cool.
Okay,
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
got it. All right, y'all. I'm excited. So a couple things to do still, but yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for Friday. Let me think here. We were supposed to fly out on Friday, but we may have to delay or cancel. So anything changes for Friday, if I have to kind of update the time, I'll let everybody know as soon as I can. Okay. But I'm excited for y'all. Please talk in Discord. If you text me and I don't answer, I will get to you. But if you use Discord, that will help you get your answers way quicker.
Hey, Myron, are you doing any power hours the rest of this month?
We're having one in 2 days. That Friday is happening, but the last 2 of the year are getting moved. Okay. Cool. Or you're going to see you Friday?
It's the same place, right? Spaces?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go. Is it at 11 or what time is that one gonna be at?
11:30. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So,
Right.
everyone in the introductions channel is in this Zoom, right? Or should be, or
Could be.
plan to be. Oh, okay. Just curious.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if there's also a general chat, which could be like not part of the group, right? Okay.
It's all everybody in Discord should have access to this.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna work on getting the JVs out to you all so you can see that, ask questions if you need it, and then talk in Discord, let me know what any questions you have. And then yeah, I think Duran, that's a good question. If you don't have a battle buddy by Friday, we can help you out. Cool. All right, y'all. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
We'll talk soon.
Thanks everybody.